name is William John Gannon Jr. I'm the General Manager of All American Recycling Corp. We're located at 2 Hope Street, Jersey City, New Jersey. We are a Class A recycling facility. We do approximately 1,000 to 1,500 tons a day of inbound processing and 1,500 tons a day outbound. What we started out is approximately 8 years ago. I took over as General Manager on approximately February 1st of 2005. It was during that time when I took over, we did not have a maintenance program. We were doing a couple of hundred tons a day, maybe 250 tons a day max. And I was having difficulties. The only machinery I had on hand was a 970 Caterpillar that was in a very bad state of repair. The whole premise of this video is to talk about my testimonial for a certified rebuild, a CAT certified rebuild. So I want to use the 972 CAT that I bought, that was a used piece of equipment sold to me by my CSR rep. When that came in, it had some of a recycling package because our industry just kills the machinery that's in here. The wear and tear is heavy, the hours are high. I put on 18,000 hours in less than 3 years easy. My CSR, Cliff, put me on an SOS program, which I thought was apropos. When we did our SOS, that would tell me how my parts are wearing in the machinery and what was going to go before it went. With the product link in SOS alone, my repairs and the cost of my repairs are down quite dramatically. Compared to my competition, I could bring in more tonnage and move more tonnage, and I'm very cost effective right now. I believe it's an excellent program, but it's a program that you really need to spend time setting up an SOS, the product link, because if you're not taking care of your equipment, you're going to have a 970 loader that's going to cost much more money to rebuild than over a new unit. I can tell you this, the bottom line has changed 48% on my end. I actually ran those reports prior to speaking to you guys right now, and that's a substantial amount of money. And or translated backwards, that's how messed up we were without a program of maintenance. The 3 things you need if you're considering a CAT certified rebuild is it's going to be 33% your customer support representative. It's going to be 33.3% a maintenance program to include SOS and product support, especially if you're running tight on manpower. And the other 33% is it's going to be able to deal with your management or your manager level individual. And if there's multiple layers, I think it's going to take the other 2, the maintenance program and the customer support representative, to convince the last 33% that your CAT certified rebuild is going to be the way to go.
So here I am today with Bill Gannon of All American Recycling. Behind us is a 972 that we rebuilt twice, certified rebuild. At Bill's first onset at 20,000 hours, we had to do a full certified rebuild to this machine because Bill had no maintenance program, none whatsoever. There was no SOS, there was no vision link, there wasn't even oil changes. So we got him into that program, and he religiously started using the SOSs and the PM programs. And then at 40,000 hours, when the machine was tired, with no major failures, we went ahead and did a powertrain rebuild to this machine. So now we've got Bill into a maintenance program such that we can, once he goes to a rebuild, it's predictive. We know when we're going to rebuild that machine. We're not putting on a fire. He knows what it's going to cost and what it is when we do.
What it does is it allows me to plan with my leasing schedule, my controller and my CFO. At this point in time, I let them know in advance, say, listen, 6 months from now, I'm going to get ready for a CAT certified rebuild or whatever route we're going to take, and I could actually budget that in for the following year. I think Caterpillar has the right program. I believe, I haven't met a guy in Caterpillar I don't like. I've been to their shop. I understand what they do. I recommend that to everybody, to go through the shop, find out what happens with a certified rebuild, and understand that the guy in the parts department, where he starts and stops. So to end it, yes, we are committed to CAT. It was having that honesty and that important relationship that I think we should have. It started out with the Marine Corps, but I can tell you this right now, Where it really ended was the savings that I made on my end. And if I did not have it, I'm sure we wouldn't be talking right now.